Hello YouTube and welcome to this clan competition battle. Today I'm bringing you another 2v2 and it's Ban and Nickzor against Versailles and Valrouge on the Shenandoah River map. I probably cast for Ban and Nickzor the most out of people, and yeah, maybe you guys will start to recognize them with time, and you know, look forward to videos from them and stuff like that. But I have been getting a lot of requests to do like castings of my clanmates, but I really am short on time, and you can see by the sheer number of videos today that it's quite difficult to you know, cast everything, but I'll try my best. Let's start with Nickzor's forces. Nickzor has 2 units of Great Guard, 5 chevrons each, and they're called the Zalians. And then he's got a there's his bodyguard right there, and then you've got 2 units of Bow Warrior Monks. One of them has 3 experienced chevrons. He then also has some spear units, and these are 2 units of one's Yari-Yeshigaru with 1 chevron, and one's a Naginata Warrior Monks with 6 chevrons. And then he finally has some Nodachi Samurai. One has 3 chevrons and the other nothing, and then 1 Lone Sword Ashigaru, and they have 5 experienced chevrons. Moving on to Ban's forces, you can see that Ban's forces are composed of 2 Great Guard that are at the front here, 2 experienced chevrons on each of them. He then has 2 units of Bow Warrior Monks. Following them are 2 units of Katana Samurai. One of them has a single experienced chevrons, and one of them has 3. Then he has 2 units of Yari-Yeshigaru protecting his flanks, a Katana Hero unit with 6 experienced chevrons, and they're called the Lone Sword Samurai, which is kind of like a paradox in its own. And there's his general, Matsuda Katsuo. And you can see that both of the players' generals are bugged because they have the bow trait. Moving on to their opponents, well, one of their opponent's force is completely hidden, and we will be able to see that later, but it's mainly composed of 2 units of Yari Cavalry, and there's his general's bodyguard. The other player, which is Valrouge, has a general's bodyguard right there. He has some bow units. He has 5 bow samurai, no chevrons, and then he has 5 Naginata Samurai, no chevrons also as well. So some players are hiding troops somewhere, and since I also don't know, you know, I don't watch these battles before, I don't really know what's going to happen. So let's keep it nice, fresh, and spontaneous. You can see that Ban is, I think he's trying to scout out these trees here, sending his cav there to kind of scout the enemy out. Any sort of cav that the Great Guard would run against is going to get shredded. So the Great Guard is kind of good to scout with, but you don't want to be running them around too much, just to keep them kind of fresh for the battle. So let's go ahead and fast forward here, since you can see that both parties are sort of like far away from each other. Here's some action happening here. 2 units of Yari Cavalry are moving towards the woods on the right side, and let's see if there's going to be some action. The general of Versailles is taking some shots into these Great Guard, and you can see that a Great Guard trying to respond. Another unit of Yari Cavalry here, and you can see that there's a close proximity with the cav units. Here comes a charge by Nickzor's cavalry, and they're going to try and catch the units of Versailles, who is running towards that hill. So it looks like he has his troops on that hill or something, seeing that Valrouge is sending his forces up that hill also. So you can see from the marker that it's sort of slightly going for the balance of the other players. But what the Matsuda players have today is a skill superiority, or so it seems so far. Their units are going to be statistically able to beat what we've seen so far. However, those 5 bow samurai are a very, very formidable threat. Here they are in the trees, and they're going to disappear in front of us. Here are some Naginata Samurai. You probably haven't seen a lot of Naginata Samurai in my videos, mainly because I just unlocked them like a couple of days ago. I haven't been using them. I think they're crappy units. I do not approve. I don't like the Naginata Samurai at all, because, well, they act like Yari Samurai. They have a little bit better defense, but they don't really do that well against cavalry. If you charge them from the back once, even if they turn around into that, they do have a nice hefty bonus, which is 15, but I think the Yari Samurai have 25, and I think the Yari-Yeshigaru even have higher than 15, but more on that on a series of videos that I'm going to bring for you guys actually soon, and that's going to be the unit comparison series, and I'm going to pretty much go through every single unit in the game and talk about the advantages, disadvantages, and how it does against other units. So you definitely should look out for that. You can see some hidden units here of the Versailles. These are the units that we've already seen, and they're going to try to move here. Nickzor is moving his great guards in these trees, guess trying to scout out any action. And you can see here a charge is happening. These bow warrior monks are being attacked by the Yari cavalry. They took one casualty, and look at this. Nickzor is trying to go for the general, and oh, a lot of light cavalry here. 4 units of light cavalry crashing right into the rear of Nickzor's forces, who is now going to be surrounded. And here comes some more Great Guards. So if that cavalry gets engagement keeps going, the Great Guard are going to slaughter the opponent's cavalry force. You can see one of the light cav running towards the bow warrior monks of Ban, and let's see if they will be able to make it and hit those bow warrior monks. Yes, they will. There goes the charge, and that bow warrior monk unit goes down to 18 men, 17 men. It's going down more. You can see their morale kind of suffering, but here comes the Yari Ashigaru to solve the situation. You can see the Great Guard here just shredding the Yari cavalry and the other cavalry, the light cav that was there. And Fursa's cavalry seem to be completely out of the picture now. Both generals seem to have escaped unscathed. Well, Versailles has lost 60% of his general's bodyguard, but you can see that the Great Guard still trying to chase away that light cavalry unit that is trying to do some more damage to that bow warrior monk unit. They are going to catch them. You can see that Nickzor is trying to run those bows a little bit further back. There goes the standard bearer, and he's going to take out his sword and try to fight there, and he falls yet again. He got bumped around, and you can see now that the action has kind of slowed down after it picked up. The light cavalry of the opposing players pretty much completely wiped out there, and now cavalry superiority is in the hands of the Matsuda team. They have more than 50% left of their Great Guard, so this is going to be a great and formidable force. However, their bow warrior monks have taken quite a beating. They are using flaming arrows right now. Flaming arrows fire slower, are a little bit less accurate, but have a morale effect. And you can see here that they've taken out 7 Naginata samurai. Over here you can see also the bow warrior monks of Ban have also been hurt. So the bow units of the Matsuda players are not in the perfect position to be fighting right now. You can see that Valruz is using his own bow samurai. I'd put these guys in loose formation. He has not done this, so they are going to get shot a lot by these bow warrior monks. But look at this, these bow warrior monks are very hurt, very depleted, so they're not going to be really able to do much. But you can see the Valrud moving his bows a little bit forward, and there they go into loose formation. They're going to start skirmishing with the bow warrior monks of Nickzor, who are right there in front of you guys. And you can see that they're shooting almost over the hill, and those guys trying to run away, get out of the engagement there. And some Great Guard action moving on towards the left. I guess he wants to keep them in the trees, just in case the bows decide to start firing at them. And let's go ahead and fast forward here, since this looks to be an extended skirmish. You can see that the bow warrior monks are skirmishing with the bow samurai, and you can see here a bow warrior monk is actually running forward. I don't know if these were meant to be used as a meat shield or what, but it looks like they were, because here comes the Great Guard, and that bow samurai unit took the first volley, and that Great Guard is rushing uphill and is down to 7 men. And I'm not sure if this was such a good idea, crashing right into these bow samurai. No, they're gonna run away, and yeah, that was a definite waste of troops. But here come the troops of Ban, and he's going to try and hit the side here, and he's going to hit the general off Valru. So actually that might have been an excellent move. I don't know if that was by design. I'll leave it to both players to check that out. But Nickzor's cavalry goes forward and forms a distractive force for Ban's cavalry to come in, and now the general of Valrug is wavering, and here are the remaining troops of Versailles. You can see that Versailles has a bunch of Yari samurai. In fact, he has all of his forces are composed of Yari samurai, and you can see now that the general of Versailles is going to suffer greatly, and I think he died there. And so both generals now completely out of the picture. They did activate rally right before they routed, and there you go. That will leave the battle now very much so in the hands of the Matsuda players. Versailles coming down with his troops, some bow samurai coming down here. One of them is experienced, you can see, so he did have some bows in his army. You can see that he is marching forward in what appears to be a tight formation, and they're going to get charged by Bow Warrior Monks. Here they come, slamming into those Bow Samurai, and they are still getting shot. Let's see, here comes the general of, no, sorry, this is the Great Guard of Nickzor, who did that, that distractive charge. You can see on the top here that Ban has managed to move his Great Guard away. They did get caught on one Yari Samurai who was chasing them, but now they're going to charge these Bow Samurai, and finally Nickzor's Great Guard starts to waver, and he's going to try and pull them out of there. This one unit over here is fighting these Bow Samurai, and let's see if they do well against them. No, it looks like they're going to also withdraw. So now the cav of the Matsuda players is still kicking, but you know, almost dying. You can see that they're fighting those Bow Samurai to prevent them from taking shots, while the rest of their forces try to scale up the hill. So it looks like they are indeed going to scale up the hill and try to fight their opponents at a terrain disadvantage, but I don't think their opponents are going to be coming down anytime soon, keeping in mind that both their generals have fallen. But look at this, I was actually wrong, and they are going to run downhill. Rally is still being activated, so let's see how these Yari Samurai do against Yari Ashigaru. Let's see how these players use the Yari Ashigaru. You can see here that Akilon smartly pulling his troops back to get a better hill position, and you can see here that these Yari Ashigaru are just running away from the Yari Samurai, while these Katana Samurai and the hero are going to attack them. Let's see what is happening on the left. You can see that the forces of Nickzor are just having a good time over here. Warcry being activated against those units, and here comes the general of Ban. They're going to, these Katana Samurai and Yari Ashigaru mix are going to actually have a good time with these Yari Samurai. You can see that the Yari Ashigaru just pretty much baited them away, and now they're going to charge in and rout them. Over here on the left, the same has pretty much happened, an engulfment, and the use of Warcry is going to rout those Naginata Samurai and those Yari Samurai. So that was the game, while the other team and the opponent party had pretty much more men. The statistical superiority was with the Matsuda players, and they used their cap excellently, did so much damage, made them cost effective. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Remember to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.